Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. It's going so well. She's just telling you about how someone farted in her yoga class. It's a great story. Stay here. Just ask a follow-up question. Anything else. Did the guy acknowledge it? Yes. No. Conversation pause. Dig deep. You've got some gems in there. Favorite Seinfeld character? What if she doesn't watch? You don't need to revert to that question. She'll think you're another typical DC guy. Well, maybe you are, but it's just so natural. Crap. Here you go again.
We had the perfect match for Craig. Would you like to ask anything real quick?
I would actually like to officially ask you out on a date.
I didn't know he was going to do that.
Forget the apps. If you want to be flushed with dating opportunities, make a documentary about it. So far, I've had email requests, Facebook messages, and even a radio show set up.
Is it him or is it DC?
In May, I went out with 3 different women. I think I learned a bit by overthinking everything about dating, like what not to ask on a first date because you might alienate half of DC.
Cover my eyes with black tints, black prints. I love music.
What is the first question that people usually ask you?
What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? You look like you don't like that question.
I do not like that question.
It's really a DC common question.
Usually what people mean by that question is like, do you work on the hill? Like that's really what that question means.
So you think it's kind of like a pissing contest?
Yeah, I think everybody, it's very competitive out here and it shouldn't be that way.
Whether or not you embrace it, we're a career-oriented city. Jobs, not family, not hobbies, not personality, often define us in the dating scene.
If you're trying to get to know more about someone, I don't understand why it's a bad thing to ask. It's a conversation. I mean, I'm going on a date and I'm talking. I don't care what you do. You can tell me you're a garbage man. I don't care. Let's talk about that.
It's kind of a jumping off point to deeper questions. Don't just put someone in a box just because they say they're studying for their PhD or they're a lawyer or they're a banker. See where that takes you.
People view their careers in 2 different ways.
I think what our job does is our identity, right?
That doesn't define me as a person. It just tells you how much money I make and where I work.
Some people just do it because they enjoy it, but some people just do a job that might be a good job, but they just do it for the money. So you find that out pretty quickly.
People don't know what else to talk about. Their work and their job is a large part of their identity, and it is part of anyone's identity to an extent. It can tell you a lot.
Consider this. When people value what you do, they likely value what they do, and that's usually a good thing.
This area has per capita the highest percentage of people with graduate degrees and professional degrees in the country.
So if career isn't that important to you, DC probably isn't a great place for you to date.
One of the problems with a town like DC is that sometimes people don't cultivate the other parts of themselves. It's very easy to default to work.
Maybe the problem isn't what do you do, but what don't you do?
Ask me.
What do you do?
That's such a great question. For fun, I play tennis. It's like my thing. I'm a tennis addicted. And when I'm not playing tennis, I'm pretty obsessed with reading.
Suddenly, you've gotten the original intent of what do you do, which is what are you passionate about?
I like talking about what I do.
People are sizing you up, right? And it's not a secret people want to size you up. Maybe not within the first minute.
People often compare dating to job interviews.
What would you say is your greatest weakness?
They don't want to hear your whole life story. What they want to see is, are you kind of qualified for the job?
How many other candidates are you considering for the position?
I think we hate that question so much because we're almost guaranteed to get it.
What's a good question to ask someone other than what do you do when you first meet them?
Oh my, I have no idea. I'm sorry, Craig. I never really figured it out.
The first question I recommend everyone ask on a date is, how was your day?
What's your favorite restaurant or hole in the wall?
What sports have you played? What do you enjoy doing for fun? Do you like being outside?
If there was anything you could do every day that made you happy, what would that be?
One of the best first dates I've been on from an OkCupid date was one where we had a conversation going and I went to bring up, so what do you actually do? And he's like, no, just put that aside. I don't want to talk about that right now.
You don't have to answer a question just because you're asked a question.
Do you have any references I can get in touch with?
In my experience, a conversation about what you do for a living is almost always unique. And although a lot of people do very similar things here, hearing more about what they do and why they do what they do often leads to great conversation. It starts with changing your mindset. So I say, you do you, DC.
all night, now it's 4:30. Still taking shots like they don't hurt me. Thought he had her hooked like a crack addict. I made her quit that nigga cold turkey. Ballin' on you, motherfucker, no jersey. Another one for the books. Word to my mom, it ain't easy as it looks. Say my name 5 times, might hit you with the hook.
Do you bring any other skills to the table? I don't know why I know.
That's just not making sense to me.